Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look here again at Bitcoin, seeing what's going on. This is actually really cool. The ascending trend's working fairly well concurrent with the 20-day SMA, and we also got the potential for retracement at this 42,300 mark. Again, I say potential because, of course, we don't know if it's going to pull back, but if it does, we're going to look at some of those areas as well here today, just to ensure we're on the right track with Fibonacci levels and just helping understand where we're at. Okay, so again, if 44.5 is the immediate top, we could very well see the price pull back to 42.3. Okay, again, that's the next fib level, previous month close. All right, so again, that's the reason why we have this line on the chart. Same thing as well with 46,850. That's another big number for us as well. That could be the next target. All right. So just be sure to stick around so you know kind of what's going on. It's really got some important stuff here with some back-end data as well. So if you're new to the channel, just know I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something here today. Thanks again so much for just an awesome part of my life here. I mean, we got some phenomenal traders in our community. Fantastic job, Providence. 80% on a Matic. I believe that would be a scalp because we are scalping the crap out of Matic right now with our day trading bot. I'm not sure if you caught one of those or if you're just trading on your own there, but that's fantastic nonetheless. IMX, nice short there from Kratos. And look at this long here from No Worries. 112% from Bitcoin. Fantastic job there. And once more, very last thing here, just got to celebrate this. Look at this, 100% even from Reef, 4 months, almost 4 months exactly. I love seeing those kind of trades because it's like, oh, that's right, I forgot we still have profit from months ago. But we got a recent Atom trade at 64, QNT 58%, Dogecoin from 6 days ago 83%. That one's cranking. Avalanche 47. The list kind of goes on here, and you recognize there's no stop losses here, mainly because we're not shorting anything. Okay, we have one short open, and I'm still confident that's going to hit its target. But for the most part, we're long heavy, and that's just the way you should be right now. Okay, so let's look at some quick back-end stuff and call it, or transition over rather. Obviously, longs are getting persevering, shorts getting hammered still. We got some high leverage shorts at 45,000 even, and some high leverage longs at 43,000. So we're kind of right smack dab in the middle there. So folks are finally have enough balls to short Bitcoin right now. So again, good luck to you if that is the case, but we can see there's slightly more short bias here now that we've kind of, I wouldn't say plateaued, but we're hitting that mid 40,000 range and, or sorry, that 45,000 range, mid 40 to 50K range. And we can kind of see that we're starting to see less overall longs than shorts. Okay, so we have more shorts right now aggregated across multiple exchanges, letting us know that there's somewhat of a bias towards the downside. When we take a quick look here at, let's go ahead and go with the last 7 days on the heat map and kind of see what's going on. We can kind of recognize once more there is a lot of open interest here, once more at about 42,000, and not a whole heck of a lot of open interest now. It just basically just implies that people were heavier at 42 than they are at 44. And it's still a little premature, of course, because we have less data there, but that's still something to recognize. Quickly to note here on liquidation, this is the last 7 days as well. We are starting to see a lot more at 45.5 for liquidation levels. Not as many heavy shorts there at 44.7, but there are still some. But again, between 38 and 40,000, we have the heaviest amount of liquidation for longs with a small concentration at 42. Okay. So just some levels to be mindful of there. And again, I post this on my Telegram, Twitter, and Discord in case you're curious as far as those playout charts are concerned. I include the liquidation data. Okay, so let's go ahead and quickly note, we don't really need to go into this too far, but just to note and understand big picture here, we are halfway through this progression. 0.5 Fibonacci, we bounced to that level. Again, 42,300, that's the key Fibonacci level. That is what I have drawn on the charts. The other chart we'll look at here in a minute. And then again, with this one here, 46,800, sorry, I misspoke, 48,600. That is the key retracement level. We've had previous month wicks, previous month highs, and the price hasn't crossed that level since January of 2022. Okay, so we're coming up on 2 years being under that level, and that's a common area to get rejected initially and come back. So just know that's potential reality for us here with Bitcoin, 0.618 at about 48.6. All right, 44,000, almost smack dab there. We are looking at stochastic RSI starting to swing down. This does tell us we have potential for pullback. Anytime we've seen stochastic pullback, for example, it was right here. This is where we got a stochastic RSI divergence, which the price went sideways and up. Okay. Other time was right here, and the price did technically go down a little bit. All right, so you can kind of see that there is potential for the price to pull back with us having this stochastic RSI just being overextended and ready to pull back. So again, just some food for thought there. Not a guarantee by any stretch, but everything else looks fully bullish, right? So there's not much else that we can really look at to indicate that a reversal minus stochastic RSI, that's a good tool to utilize. So now that we're at the top there, I do think there is potential for pullback to this 42,400 mark. We could just say 42.5 to be safe, but generally speaking, 42.3, 42.5, right in that range is a key level support based on, again, fib levels and previous month close. So all that said and done here, the daily time frame looks very bullish even still. But I do think we should pay attention to that stochastic RSI. Let's go ahead and do that here, and then let's quickly look here as well. MACD is trying to diverge, but it hasn't yet. We're starting to lose momentum. Okay, last time we lost momentum, we continued up. Almost every single time we try to diverge, the price action just shoots right up again. Okay, so do not use this indicator solely as a point of entry. We can see here stochastics trying to bounce off that 50 level, but we are treading water at the 75 to 80 mark for money flow index and RSI. Money flow index is still high. You gotta recognize that. Until this green thing starts to drop, we have no reason to want to consider shorting. That's generally just my thoughts. Okay, again, you just got to be careful in this market right now, shorting anything for the most part. Okay, just know that shorts carry higher risk inherently, and on top of that, taking a short in a bullish trend is never truly your friend. That kind of rhymes, wasn't intended, but you get the point, right? All right, last thing we want to look at here next is TD sequential. We can kind of see that we've got an 8 and a 9 on TD sequential. Previous overextended plus up to a 6. So we're just resetting here nicely. This does look like the start of another pennant pattern, which we see oh so frequently. So we very well could see the price continue higher from here. I would not be surprised. I'm leaning more towards that as a probability instead of a possibility, just based on the way things have been going. But again, me personally, I'm not trading Bitcoin for the moment. We took all of our profit from 38,000 to 42.5, right in that range, and we're just kind of waiting for a good opportunity. I'd much rather wait for a pullback to 42.5 and buy that dip and essentially go from there, but that's my personal opinion. We may not even see that happen. Okay, I have been dollar cost averaging consistently on the way up. I know it seems crazy to add money while the money's going up, but it's just the way to go right now. So please try to consider adding to your spot bag if you haven't already. And if you do not have a spot bag, shame on you. Anyways, I say that jokingly because we had a community member in our group that was totally against it, and I bet right now he's a little frustrated not having gotten in at 15 to 30K. All right, so 4-hour time frame looks good. All said and done, we're looking pretty good. If we look at quick concentration of volume, we can see we're starting to see a lot more volume again at 42,000. That's our next rough estimate for a support level, and right now we're building a lot of volume at 44. Okay. As volume continues to build, the more likely we are to stay and continue higher. All right, so we got that. We also got the hourly here, Ichimoku Cloud. I'm curious about this. This tells us that our window of opportunity is closing. In other words, if you have a long position open, you may want to consider taking some profits because the price could pull back. Again, lagging span is the first indication to look for when you see potential reversals. Second thing to look for, of course, is the conversion line being above or below the baseline. It's still above, still bullish, and we're still above the cloud here. All right. So by no means am I telling you the price is just going to turn around, but we're finally hitting that point where it could. And again, we had the same thing happen before with lagging span intersected. It's like, okay, we're ready to pull back. Not quite. It's going to keep going higher. Okay. So again, I would much rather wait for confirmation on a few other indicators before I just close my position if I had one open. But statistically, we're still more probable to go up than down at this point. Again, if the price does pull back, we're looking at that 0.236 level at 42,300. If it pulls back even further, these are the levels that we're going to need to pay attention to. Once again, 0.382, roughly 41,000. 0.5, common retracement level based on larger fib levels, and we're looking at about 40,000 as a rough estimate, actually more like 39.7. And then, of course, we see about 38.5 as the tertiary option. So I think those are less probable at this point. I think 236 is much more likely. But if we do not hold that level, those are the three levels we're going to look for. Okay, again, each level is a key support. Right? We want to pay attention as the price comes down, if it were to those indicators. All right. So I'll post this again on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, of course. If you're new to the channel, though, I would highly recommend, because we're actually starting a trading competition here soon with Bitunix. And if you use my link, of course, you can register and qualify for that at any given time, because we have multiple trading competitions in the future. Mainly just want you to utilize this exchange because other exchanges are requiring VPN KYC. So BingX and a handful of others that our members are using are requiring that. So if that is the case for you, this place is really nice. They have no VPN, no KYC requirement. Phenomenal exchange. So super happy with them. Thanks again, Bitunix, for an awesome opportunity. And we'll look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. Take care.